a world-renowned sex and relationship educator and therapist, popular TV, radio, internet host, and best-selling author. She joins us now to talk about sex, relationships, and how confidence plays such a vital role in all of these areas. It all comes down to confidence, doesn't it?
It is so important, and I don't think people realize how important it is. But when you feel good about yourself, we've all known, like especially a woman who, maybe doesn't match the ideal image of what you see on the magazine covers, but she has men falling all over her. She lights up the room when she comes in. That's confidence. When you feel good about yourself, that's where it all starts. And you're going to make much better choices in the people that you're dating as well.
It's almost like the smallest, oldest trick, but it takes a while for people to understand that if you actually like yourself a lot, people like you.
Always.
It's such a simple thing. Like, you feel comfortable with yourself, and people are like, I feel comfortable with you. It's an easy thing.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about dating, and I love the fact that we're sort of staying away from a ton of the physicals, because it's not all about the physical, but you're saying when it comes to dating, there's certain little things you can do to make a big difference.
Yeah, simple things you can do. Obviously, first impressions are super important, when you're first meeting someone and when you're first dating someone. So your appearance, whether we like it or not, is important.
It's gonna come up.
And so you want to do whatever you can to optimize your appearance. And there are simple little tricks, like one is a product that I love called Viviscal. They have a line, it's called the Gorgeous Growth Densifying line, but it adds more body and also makes it appear thicker. So for lots of us like me who have these thinning hairs, but also simple things like Visine in the eyes, because especially for women, what men are inherently looking for are, from an evolutionary perspective, are signs of health and fertility for the most part. Even in older, women who aren't having any babies, it's an unconscious need. So the guys are looking for symmetrical features, thick, lustrous hair, bright eyes, put in some eye drops before you go out.
That's the trick.
Simple things like that make such a difference and make you feel like, okay, I did a little few things to boost myself. I didn't have to, you don't have to go out and get plastic surgery, for goodness sake, but just do a few things.
A little bit of Visine. You're even saying actually wearing red.
Yes.
So I see some of you wearing red.
Yes, wearing red. In fact, this is interesting. There have been studies that show that when women wear red, no offense, ladies, I don't feel this way about you, but when women wear red, other women tend not to like them as much.
She's gonna steal my husband.
Yes, that's what they think.
Is that what they think?
Because, and this is all unconscious.
Yeah.
But because when women wear red, they are much more attractive to men. It's that little vixen color.
Yeah. I lean on red when I'm having a day where I'm feeling kind of not great. I'm feeling a little ill. Throw on a red top, throw on red lips. You fooled the world.
And that makes me think that you definitely know what it's like to feel sexy, and that you and that you identify with that. So feeling sexy is feeling good to you.
Absolutely.
See, a lot of women would put on baby blue or pink, right? But you're putting on red.
I put on red. It's a good, strong color. Perfume. You got to think about your perfume, because apparently there are certain scents that might be driving people away.
Most guys don't like floral scents, which is what we're attracted to.
Yeah.
And there was a study, a guy at University of Chicago who studied the smells, the scents that turn men and women on, and for men, this is kind of funny, cut grass and pizza. Okay?
That's what they like?
That's this, because they put all these smells and then they monitored their arousal. Yeah, so when he comes over, put a pizza in the oven, mow the grass really quickly, But anything that's more musky or less floral, I think, is going to be more of a winner.
I get it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about boosting that confidence in other ways, because there are things you can do to prep yourself for a date. You say going outside and just exercising in nature. Why does that help?
Well, once again, fascinating research that we know that exercise, even one time, will boost your body image.
Yes.
But exercising outside, especially in a beautiful location, boosts self-esteem, how you feel about yourself, which I think different than exercising in a gym, which I think is really interesting. And maybe it's because being out in nature, you're really connected to, you know, how small you are in relation to all of this beauty and how you're connected to it. You know, you feel kind of, because the truth is that confidence, while these external things are super important, it really is an inside out job.
Yeah.
So when you are doing your work to, you know, take care of your body, when you're surrounding yourself with nature, which is a really kind of harmonious, healing place to be.
Yes.
And you're working on issues around your self-worth, like, because all of us have little thorns that affect our worthiness of love, how worthy we feel of good love. And so when we don't feel that, we'll sabotage a good date, you know, because if the guy's treating us really well, we'll think, well, something has to be wrong with him if he likes me this much, right? So we sabotage it. Or we'll only go for the bad guys because we unconsciously think that's what we deserve. Or our energy, there's fascinating research, and that's what I gave you a copy of my new book. That's what it's about. There's so much amazing research about how we are feeling inside our own hearts and minds affects much more than we think. We're taking in, this is crazy, 40 billion bits of information into our brains every millisecond, but we only consciously process 2,000 of them. So we're taking in a lot of input that affects how we perceive other people without realizing it and how we react to them. And scientists have now shown that there's a frequency to how we feel about ourselves, and other people pick up on it. It's an unconscious communication. It's super important.
That is really good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so this book is Quantum Love, and I like that you referred to the science of it, because it's good for us to know that how you're feeling inside is actually being reflected out there into the universe.